Hey guys, this is ChannelBK. Thank you for tuning in and welcome to the new year, 2015. I hope you guys had a great holiday, great break for some of you that are probably going back to school at this time or you're about to go back to school. Today is the start of two videos that I'm going to be trying to put out this week. The first one is the most anticipated albums of 2015. In general, just the albums I guess I'm looking forward to. Obviously there's maybe bases I'm not going to cover that you guys are anticipating, and just in general, a lot of these might not come out this year. This is just sort of my takeaway from it. Obviously, for the most part, a lot of these are pretty much expected for this year. So here we go. So obviously, I think January is sort of pretty big in a way. We're going to open it off with January 20th with two big releases. The first one is Joey Badass's debut album, Badass, or Before Da Money, which is funny because I didn't really realize that that's each thing until I went on Wikipedia, but you learn something new every day. Obviously, I put Christ Conscious on my top singles of last year, and from the other songs he's been releasing, I've been enjoying them thoroughly as well, and I got nervous because he kept releasing a lot, but he tweeted the fact that, you know, we've been waiting for a while, so, and he's not going to be releasing any more songs until the album comes out, so I was like, okay, so I'm definitely looking forward to that, as well as Fall Out Boy's American Beauty, American Psycho. Same thing where there's a couple songs that have come out. I'm really liking what I'm hearing so far. Obviously, Centuries was also on my favorite singles of the year as well, so I'm very much interested in seeing what Fall Out Boy is going to do with this album. Obviously, people know what my review was for Save Rock and Roll. I've come to like it a little bit more. I still have certain feelings about certain songs on that, but I am still always looking forward to it. Jenny Death when? Jenny Death, I guess, on February 10th. Obviously, Death Grips, The Powers That Be, full album that's going to come out. Obviously, everybody's been kind of decoding what's been going on with the Fashion Week instrumentals, figuring out, you know, Jenny Death, Fashion Week, and everyone's coding it, and, you know, Death Grips will probably go down as one of the biggest troll bands of all time, but I am very excited. Listened to the first part about 2-3 times. Definitely like it. Inanimate Sensation. Absolutely ridiculous. Cannot wait for this. And the following week is Smoke and Mirrors by Imagine Dragons. I Bet My Life was also on my favorite singles. Not as high as Centuries or Christ Conscious, but I'm always looking forward to seeing what Imagine Dragons does next. It sounds a little bit more of a progression from the first album, Night Visions. Hopefully we get something that's really great and really just epic. Now apparently the new Pusha T album, King Push, might come out this spring. It might not. I think it's been rumored for that, and I definitely like My Name Is My Name, so I'm excited to see where he goes with that. As well, Chance the Rapper's Surf. I love Sunday Candy. I've been listening to it forever now. You know, we thought it was going to come out at the end of last year, but this is an album that we don't know the release date, but it's going to be coming out sooner or later with him and The Social Experiment. Coldplay, A Head Full of Dreams. Now, this is apparently their last album. You know, and obviously a lot of people weren't as big on the last Coldplay album as I was, but I'm really excited to see what they do. I don't know if it's going to come out this year, but they have announced the title. Maybe we're not going to see it until the next year, but maybe it'll be coming out this year. Who knows? Two bands that I've been liking for a while, but I've been kind of hoping for a second album from them is The Neighbourhood, which obviously, as you guys all know, hated that mixtape, but I love their first album, and I hope they do something with that. And on the other spectrum, the 1975. I know they've been putting out like songs in between like their last album and now, but I'm definitely excited, super excited to hear the new 1975 album if it does drop sometime this year. Passion Pit is a group that I'm not like really looking forward to, but you know, after revisiting their last album, Gossamer, and obviously I did review on that, I do enjoy Passion Pit for a lot of what they're doing, and it's been a little bit since they came out with an album, so definitely I hope to see something with this. Fun, I think, might be putting out something this year. It's been long overdue, obviously, with Jack Antonoff's Bleachers project, as well as I know they performed a new song on the Tonight Show last year, so maybe we'll get something new from that, as well as Radiohead, which is apparently, they've been in the studio since late last year, and their last album didn't come out since 2011 with The King of Limbs. I can't wait to hear what this new album's going to sound like, because all we've really got since then is the Tom York solo project, as well as his Atoms for Peace project. Nas is someone I'm looking forward to as well. Obviously, he had, you know, his 20th anniversary of Illmatic last year, and that's what he spent a lot of the year doing. There's a lot of rumors going around what songs are going to be on and who he's going to work with, but I can't wait to see what he does since his last album came out in 2012. TDE Camp, we got a lot of albums albums from last year, but there's two huge people, and obviously I'm going to start with the main one, Kendrick Lamar. This is probably my top two most anticipated albums of the year. You know, from I to the song on Colbert. I'm excited to see what Kendrick's going to go with next, and I just cannot wait. But also J-Rock, Parental Advisory, I really like. Pay For It, I was kind of lukewarm on, but I definitely want to hear what J-Rock is going to do next, so I hope we get to see something new from him. A$AP Rocky is another person I'm looking forward to. It's been about 2 years since his last album, Multiply, and I know he's been doing a couple other things here and there, so hopefully we can get something brand new from him. Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, I believe, are going to be coming out with an album this year as well. Definitely interested in hearing that, and obviously Kanye, which is probably another one of my most anticipated albums of the year. You know, we were kind of thinking we were going to get it sometime last year. We got some leaks throughout the year, as well as the new Only One song, which is something that really interests me because I really want to see if this is going to be part of the album, what the album's going to sound like, if this is going to be the whole album, what is that going to be. I'm very interested in hearing where Kanye goes next after Yeezus. In the Odd Future camp, two guys that I've kind of been waiting a little bit for new albums is Tyler. I really liked Wolf a lot, and these rumors where it's like, oh, he's doing a story with each album and it's all connecting. Who knows where we're going to go next with this, as well as a new Earl Sweatshirt album. I know he's been performing some new songs here and there late last year, so hopefully we get something new from him. And I believe now X Odd Future, at least in terms of management. Frank Ocean, another one of my most anticipated ones. I've been looking forward to this album. I'm super pumped, and even though that Memorize little snippet released, I've been listening to that a bunch, even though it's super tiny, and if that song's gonna actually be much more than it is, I cannot wait. Japandroids are looking to apparently put out their third album this year. Maybe we're going to see a really interesting evolution with them. And Blink-182, come on. I want to see a new album this year. Since 2012, we haven't gotten anything, and you know, they've all been doing their side projects, but I need the new Blink-182 album this year. Vampire Weekend, I hope drops a new album this year, as well as James Blake. I can't wait for that as well. Usher, I hope puts out a new album, because the two singles he put out I really like a lot, so I hope we could see something new from him. As well as Mumford & Sons, not too excited about this, but it'll be kind of interesting to see if they really take a leap from their second album. I hope we see some new Childish Gambino, maybe his third solo album, because we know he does album, mixtape. Maybe we'll get a new album this year. Maybe we'll have to wait a little longer. M83, I know their last project was sort of working on the Oblivion soundtrack, but we haven't really gotten new music since 2011. The All-American Rejects, where they're going to go next after Kids in the Street, which I was very about, but after really revisiting it, I liked it a little bit more. I'm hoping for a new Sigur Rós album, because I actually really like what they do in terms of their music and their style. Red Hot Chili Peppers, I believe, are going to be trying to drop something this year as well. Muse, obviously, I was very in with their last album, but I still like Muse as a band. And maybe if Mick Jenkins is going to drop maybe something else this year. I don't know if he's going to go try and do his, like a studio album, or if he's going to do another mixtape. Maybe we'll see something from him. But yeah, those are my most anticipated albums of the year. What are some of yours? Leave them in the comments below. I'm going to leave all of sort of the information about all these albums, as well as like certain things you can go listen to in terms of little snippets or songs or all that. Please go check out my other videos, and yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. It's ChannelBK. Peace out, guys.